Welcome to the Audiobooks Hub. I present chapter The Breath of Life from Neville Goddard's profound work, Your Faith is Your Fortune. In this enlightening chapter, Neville delves into the psychological drama within the story of Prophet Elijah, the widow, and the dead child. Every element in this biblical tale symbolizes aspects of human consciousness, with the dead child representing unfulfilled desires. Join us as Neville explores the transformative power of recognizing our consciousness as a prophet, breathing life into our desires. Subscribe for more insights as we unravel Neville's life-changing lessons on conscious creation. Without further ado, let's enter Neville's mystical sphere of timeless truth and awakened imagination. Let the journey into the breath of life begin. Chapter 21. The Breath of Life. Did the prophet Elijah really restore to life the dead child of the widow? This story, along with all the other stories of the Bible, is a psychological drama which takes place in the consciousness of man. The widow symbolizes every man and woman in the world. The dead child represents the frustrated desires and ambitions of man, while the prophet Elijah symbolizes the God power within man, or man's awareness of being. The story tells us that the prophet took the dead child from the widow's bosom and carried him into an upper room. As he entered this upper room, he closed the door behind them. Placing the child upon a bed, he breathed life into him. Returning to the mother, he gave her the child and said, "Woman, thy son liveth." Man's desires can be symbolized as the dead child. The mere fact that he desires is positive proof that the thing desired is not yet a living reality in his world. He tries in every conceivable way to nurse this desire into reality, to make it live, but finds in the end that all attempts are fruitless. Most men are not aware of the existence of the infinite power within themselves as the prophet. They remain indefinitely with a dead child in their arms, not realizing that the desire is the positive indication of limitless capacities for its fulfillment. Let man once recognize that his consciousness is a prophet who breathes life into all that he is conscious of being, and he will close the door of his senses against his problem and fix his attention solely on that which he desires, knowing that by so doing his desires are certain to be realized. He will discover recognition to be the breath of life, for he will perceive, as he consciously claims himself to be now expressing or possessing all he desires to be or to have, that he will be breathing the breath of life into his desire. The quality claimed for the desire in a way unknown to him will begin to move and become a living reality in his world. Yes, the prophet Elijah lives forever as man's limitless consciousness of being, the widow as his limited consciousness of being, and the child as that which he desires to be. Embark on a new exploration with Neville as we unravel the profound truths hidden within next chapter 22. Daniel in the Lion's Den. Guided by the wisdom of Daniel's story, Neville unveils the art of freeing ourselves from life's challenges and prisons. Daniel, facing hungry lions, turns his attention away from the threat, focusing on the divine light from above. Learn the transformative power of shifting your focus from problems to desired solutions. So discover how, like Daniel, you can turn your back on seemingly insurmountable issues, whether they be lions, debt, or illness, and look toward the light that is God. Witness the simplicity of solutions manifesting as you embody the consciousness of your desired state. Subscribe to the Audiobooks Hub for more revelations as we journey toward the next stop, the principle of truth. The mental freedom train is rolling on, and Daniel's story beckons us to explore the realms of awakened imagination unbound. Stay tuned.